Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. And on the hill, Garrett Cole. And Singy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Tommy Pham leading things off and takes a strike. In the air, right field, and it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Brian Reynolds here. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Cole measures 6 feet 4 inches, 220 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. And the next pitch is way outside. Gets a piece and stays alive. Pham gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Gone. He'll touch them all. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Strike one.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning. Well, I'll always remember how Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball, the hardest hit ball all season by a Pirate, and the fastest sprint speed by a Pirate. This guy does it all.
That one misses. Going to count 1 and 2. And that skips in the dirt.
Ball. Full count.
Fly ball center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. Hauls it in for the out. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Yeah, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Andrew McCutchen, the next to hit, takes ball one.
You know, Boog, it's nice to see Garrett Cole on the mound today. He finally won a Cy Young Award in 2023, and for a while there, he seemed like the best pitcher in baseball without the award.
Next offering is down low.
And Cole's Cy Young Award season wasn't a huge surprise either. He led the American League in innings pitched and ERA. Good things usually happen when you put those two things together, and it certainly worked out for him.
Still only one out here in the inning. And that's in the dirt. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The pitch to McCutchen. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Dominguez sizing this one up, and he makes the catch. And there's two down. Two outs, base is empty. This is Joey Bart. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
One strike.
Two outs, base is empty. Foul ball. Next pitch just misses. It's a ball and two strikes. Two outs. And that one is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
In the air, right side. Judge makes the grab, and that's the inning. Another look at this two-run homer for Pittsburgh. And it's 2-zip. Back here in New York, and our pitcher in this game, Paul Skeens. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Big time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
Anthony Volpe, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next offering is in for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Got him swinging. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And first offering is fouled off. That's a little bit low. Check swing, and he went. Now 1-2.
1-2.
One out, bases empty. Ground ball right side. Gonzalez. The throw to first.
Out.
And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-2.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. And they're down 2-0. Top of the second, now it's the rookie first baseman, Billy Cook. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Strike on the outside. It's 0-1.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
No, that's a ball.
And there's a ball. Next pitch in for a strike. 2-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Pitch in the
Full
dirt.
count.
And now it's 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Man at first, Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. Takes it in for the out.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. Only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Cook leads off first with 1 away. And it remains 2-2.
That was the emergency hack right there.
spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Cole a check to first. Cook
made it
back
safe.
on a dive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That
Full
one
count.
misses, and that's ball 3. And ball 4,
Take
2
your base.
aboard.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
First and second, 1 out. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. First
Ball.
pitch misses.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
And there's a foul ball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the second.
Ball.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
2
Well,
balls.
and those hitters
2
count
strikes.
sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Off the
Full
plate
count.
inside, and that's ball 3. 1 out. Runners at first and second. At the belt and fires. Cuts and
3.
misses. It's a strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Tommy Pham. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single. First
Down.
offering, and it just misses. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. That's
Ball.
off the inside corner, and it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Two on, 2 outs.
Full count.
This one in the dirt. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that is that.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. Bellinger's an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a fourth-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. And that's outside. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
That one misses. Ball 3. And a 4-pitch walk.
Take your base.
And that's their first base runner of the game.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No balls. 2 strikes. Ball 1.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Ball.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Struck him out looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Fastball for a strike. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1.
1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Check on the runner.
He's safe.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here is Goldschmidt. They say you win.
No balls. 1 strike.
That one at triple digits.
0-2.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1.
That one called just inside, I think. And on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. stays alive. Up the middle. The underhand flip. What a play. Inning over. One left for the Yankees. They trail things here 2-0. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Brian Reynolds. Cole back to work. 0-1.
You know, these Pirates
0-1.
showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Outside.
Still relatively early,
1-1.
but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Rip towards third. Over to Goldie.
That's an out.
1 up, 1 down.
The batter, the center fielder, O'Neill Cruz.
And the batter now, O'Neill Cruz. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Well, here's the deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson.
Ball.
That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might
1
regret.
ball, 1 strike.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
McCutchen
Ball.
takes low. Second trip to the plate in this one. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Nabs it, and that is that. Back in the Bronx, now Jason Dominguez.
Left fielder, Jason Dominguez.
Swinging a foul out of play. And that one
1-2.
upstairs, ball 1. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Hike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots.
That's
They're so
foul.
tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Slow roller to first. Cook takes it to the
out.
bag, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
The shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Back to the top of the lineup, and the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to
1-1.
set me up for later in this at-bat?
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him
1
another
ball,
breaking ball.
2 strikes.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one ripped. Reynolds going back on this one, and it's off the foul pole for a home run. That'll fire up the dugout, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Chisholm
1-0.
stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. The next
No.
offering misses. Now
2-0.
2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That's
Ball.
down and in. Aaron Judge waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with 1 swing if he gets the chance.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Strikes him out with 103. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. As we go to the top of the 4th, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Joey Bart. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Bart, in his 4th year, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018.
Hard, 2.
Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now at the plate, Billy Cook. A little bit low. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, you're trying to put me out of business, aren't you? And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Gonzalez stands in now and watches strike 1. That one to first. Oh, great grab on the dive. And they get the out.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
And we're back. Here is Aaron Judge. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That one fouled off.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
2 strikes.
Judge waits. Slider misses outside.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Bellinger up to hit. He reached on a walk his first time. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Fouled off. He was late. That one misses. 1-2 to count. Pitch kicks away. And now a man into scoring position.
Really good read by the runner there. His secondary lead, he anticipates the trajectory going down and gets a really nice jump up to second base. Now he's in scoring position, and he's taking away the double play opportunity.
Judge leads off second with nobody out. Just off the outside edge. And now it's 3-2. Giancarlo Stanton in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him looking. make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping. That wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
Ha!
And a first pitch fastball is
No ball.
in for a
1
strike. Man at second. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Austin Wells, the next to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Just off the inside edge. Runner at second, 2 down.
Steer right.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Man on second, 2 down. And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back at Yankee Stadium, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And a first offering a fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. That hits the dirt, and it's 1-0.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Pham in the box again, takes a strike.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Fly ball down the line, and it stays fair.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Just a flare down that right field line, and he got it to drop in fair. I guarantee you, he was yelling, get down, as he ran out of the box because, Boog, sometimes you just got to talk to it.
So, man aboard, Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
On the ground to Jazz. Jazz tosses to first, and they take care of Reynolds for the out. And that is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Pirates 2 and the Yankees 1. Back at Yankee Stadium, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Paul Goldschmidt. That one at triple digits. Outside. And the count even 1-1. That one in there across the letters.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
And that one way outside. And the count is even 2-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Struck out swinging his first time. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The Yanks down by a run, last half of inning number 5. That's way outside, and the count is 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
1 gone, runner at first. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. He's 0 for 1.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish.
No, that's a ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
Runner on the move. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Dominguez at first, 1 gone. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
With 2 strikes,
balls,
may see
2
some
strikes.
movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play
He's
right
in
here.
there.
Over to first, and he's saved. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. The
Ball
shortstop takes the ball. Two outs. There's the strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Next offering is in for a strike. Here's the pitch. Runner goes.
3.
Got him looking. Now it doesn't strikeouts for him in this one. The Yanks leave one. They're down 2-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Mark Leiter Jr.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 2 in this one. Misses
Ball, no.
outside. Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Jake Cousins, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Hamilton getting loose as well. Next offering is fouled back. Ball and a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. And a
Ball
curve
2.
is down and in. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's McCutchen.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball.
This guy's got
1
such a
strike.
good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
To third, Cabrera. On to first.
Out.
And McCutchen is out.
Now back, the catcher, Joey Vaughn.
Here's Joey Bart now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that one fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Billy Cook. A strikeout and a walk. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Ball misses. Throw to third. Save. Two outs. Foul ball there. That pitch just misses the inside corner,
2-2.
and the count's even at 2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Pirates 2 and the Yankees 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Caleb Ferguson.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And now it's going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Dennis Santana getting loose out there. Holderman, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
No outs. Runner at first. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, 1 for 2. That's a strike. 0-1. And ball 1 to Judge. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Slides, but it gets by him. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1 strike.
No outs, runners at first and second. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. Hahaa!
Chisholm, the lead runner out at second. Judge over at first with 1 away. Not
2-2.
close with that one, and it's 2-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Just missed.
Ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Next offering upstairs. That clips the corner. And fouled off. Three-two now. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. Swung on, belted. Forget it. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they lead it. It's 4-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like he was going to bend foul. was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Caleb Ferguson departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. On the mound now for the Pirates, Tim Mesa.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So 2 down. Paul Goldschmidt will hit next. That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Breaking ball inside, and now it's even 1-1. And he gets tied up right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the 3rd out. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 4-2. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Fernando Cruz.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And here is Nick Gonzalez. On the ground, right side. Over to Goldie.
That's an out.
That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Now, here is Ke'Bryan Hayes. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Cruz, in his 3rd season, he features a splitter, a 4-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. Falling behind 2-1. Right through there for a strike. And that's outside. And now it's filled up 3-2. Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got him. And there's 2 away. Up next for the Pirates, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
There's a strike. And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Pirates go 1-2-3. Bucks go down quietly. Still down by a count of 4-2. Here at new Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
He's got it, and there's one down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Now here is Oswaldo Cabrera. And that's outside.
1-0.
One down, base is empty. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
High.
Look out!
That got him.
And it
Pittsburgh.
hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. He'll score easily, and they're up by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Next to hit, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 3. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1. Hee-haw!
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Aaron Judge at the plate. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
1 ball, no strikes.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2 balls and a strike. Now one missed.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Man at second. On the inside corner for a strike.
Full count.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Volpe flying around third and headed home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And here comes Bellinger. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. And he swings and misses at the initial
ball,
offering.
1 strike.
Judge off of first with 2 away. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. Two outs. Line drive. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Tim Meza out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Carmen Mlodzinski on to pitch here.
Number 50, Carmen Mlodzinski.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That just misses, and it's 2-1.
It's a big opportunity
2-1.
right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Hey.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. 8th inning coming up. Yankees 6 and the Pirates 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jake Cousins. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 61, Jake.
Tommy Pham digs in now.
The right fielder, Tommy Pham.
And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ian Hamilton preparing to come on if needed. Hill also throwing. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there's 1 down.
The left fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
Now the number 2 hitter, Brian Reynolds. He's already homered here in this one. He swings and fouls 1 off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And
No.
1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Two.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And now, O'Neal Cruz. First pitch misses. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Back to the mound. And that squirts through. And that extends the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Just missed.
Down.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's a strike. Cruz off of first with 2 away.
Two.
And it remains 2-2. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Yankees 6 and the Pirates 2. Back in the Bronx, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Very high with that one. 1-0.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
In there at the knees, and it's 2-1. Good job to fight that one off. Base knock center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Paul Goldschmidt now. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And delivers
1-1.
outside. Oh, he
Ball
doesn't
2.
get the call. And it's 2-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a 2-2. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Dominguez in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And
2-0.
another ball. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Comes a 2-2. On the ground to third, dive, and he's got it. To his knee, the throw, 1 at second, to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Just a beautiful play right there to get it out. He dives to make the stop, then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock working.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Throw over to first. Dominguez back in on a dive. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Yankees. They lead it 6-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ian Hamilton.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And here's the catcher, Joey Bart. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And downstairs. And now 2-1. And that drops in for a strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That one missing inside. And he chases that one. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Batting with one down, takes a strike. Action in the pen down there. Marcus Stroman, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Right side, hard hit. Jazz tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Nick.
So it's their last chance in this one. Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. There's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Hit to second, and this should do it. On to first, ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.